is that? Okay. There we go. All right. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous set. Yeah. Well, technical difficulties. That's the word. Alrighty, so let's get that shit cleared out. Hold on 1 second. Good God. That was a lot. That was a lot of like fucking trying to get that shit working. I don't know what was the damn issue. Like I had to unplug and replug in everything and turn even Google off. Like I had to turn my web browser off, like shut everything down, go back in like 20 times. I'm like, what the fuck? So oh, good God, help me. Okay. Alrighty. I'm about to, I feel like I need to turn down the, all right, so I've got tea, because I already drank my coffee, in peace. And it was full calf, so I don't get to have another cup. Alrighty, let's do this, people. Let me let everybody know that I'm on. You know, sometimes when shit just doesn't go right away, you get a little discombobulated. You're just like, what the fuck? All right. So this morning started out really good. As far as like getting anything in particular, the only energies that I picked up on was being in like a fuck it kind of attitude. Like they showed me somebody like something on fire and a person still dancing. You know what I mean? Like shit's crumbling down around them and they're still like whatever. You know, like they're nonchalant, don't give a shit, still feeling themselves, all that kind of stuff. Oh, today's just a collective reading. So, yeah, collective. When I come live, it's collective. So, okay. Although I did say, promise myself I wouldn't come on anymore without having gotten ready, but that's what Saturday mornings are for. You know, like fuck it. Okay, so, and then it was like, but somebody was feeling so fucking good. Feeling so good. And then it was like a pause, like noticing what's going on and going, should I be worried? Like, should I not be as carefree as I am with what's happening? Because, you know, most people would be like in a chaos, in a tizzy, in a panic if something was imploding or if there was, if the city around you was on fire, if there was, you know, that kind of thing. And I felt like there was something about this person feeling like, should I be like, is there really something that I need to be concerned with? I'm not giving personal readings. This isn't a personal reading. This is a collective, okay? Why did I do that? So with that, I am going to kind of like check in on. Yeah. And we're going to do this. We're going to edit something really quick. See if we can't get it. Um, okay, I've got it already on that. So, all right, making sure everything's good. Okie dokie. So maybe somebody's going through that. Maybe somebody's like, whatever is happening. Maybe the old them would have had issues, would have been in a panic, would have been in a tizzy, would have trusted what they saw externally to them more than they would what they were feeling. Maybe whoever this is just kind of like, a common sense, human experience would say you should be concerned, and somebody's just not. But it's like they interrupt their joy momentarily to check in, like to make sure that they're not wrong, that they're not in a delusion, like being joyful in the face of chaos and potential, what would be seemingly something negative. And it's like, am I being dumb? Do I have this all wrong? That's the way it felt. So somebody's like interrupting their own joy momentarily to kind of check in. And that's where it left off. So that's where we're going to start off with the reading. And hey, sometimes the reading goes whichever fucking way it wants to go, and it has nothing to do with the channel that came in, but maybe that's validation for somebody, whatever. Okay. So this is where we're starting off with. Oh, all right. A messenger oracle deck. Like, I don't know why, but I literally just had the inkling of like something of like a purge or sweating it out or just releasing, letting it go. And they gave me the image of like getting into a sauna. That might be for somebody, or that might pertain to what's about to come in. And the other energy of that image is, what they gave me is a little bit like refusing to allow apparent negativity to impact one's internal realm. Like maybe somebody was easily controlled by the events that occurred externally to them, and now they're not. Easily influenced, easily impacted, that kind of thing. They were more reactive to things. Almost. Let's see. Wow. Hey, Jill. Embrace spirit. Love without condition. Embrace the masculine. There's a whole lot of embracing going on. This feels like just like being in a state of harmony. In unity. Like, in unity. The love without condition just feels like harmony regardless of what is occurring. What I find odd is the pairing of embracing spirit and embracing the masculine. It's as if somebody's inner feminine is finally trusting Mm. Somebody's inner feminine is finally trusting the other aspects, the etheric, the higher self, the inner masculine. It's as if the feminine was pumping the brakes and kept things standstill because it was almost like, or the dancing may be your inner feminine, like feeling free and safe because she's trusting now, to be free and vulnerable and safe. Because if I picture somebody dancing, it's going to be the inner feminine, like just like, what I'm saying? And it's like, maybe she's spent time not coming out because of the fear, right? What the external, I want to say visuals, like what she's seeing external would give her every indication that it's not safe. And there's a lot of trust in both your in herself, because the inner feminine is the one that's in touch with intuition. She is the channel, the connection with spirit. Like somehow she's feeling very free to come out, she's feeling safe, she's trusting. That's all I can say. It's like she's receiving the messages from spirit, that intuitive hit, and she's looking external going, I don't know if I trust this. And then the masculine is saying, you're safe, I will protect you, I have the discernment. And she's still looking external going, I don't feel safe, I'm not so sure. And there's been a shift, love without condition. It is, because I would think that the inner feminine is also representative of being completely at harmony with one's internal realm. She is the epitome of self-love. And it's like maybe her trust was always contingent upon what spirit and what the inner masculine said, matching the external realm, her environment. And there's a leap of faith occurring. And she is taking pause going, am I wrong? Am I wrong to trust this? Like, it's a moment. She's recognizing, she's trusting in the moment as it plays out. She's like, wait a minute. It's not impacting the way it normally does. I still feel free. I feel safe. Okay. Well, that's beautiful. We all know that I have a million different, this is a new deck. Just found it like randomly. Me and my son were out. Wasn't anticipating buying this. And he was like, oh, there's a moon one. Because I kept saying I need a moon one. Looked at several. And then almost on the way out, as we were checking out, we saw this. And I was like, wait, what? And he's like, what about that one? And I was like, oh, okay. And I just on a whim grabbed it. So I'm still learning it. The best way for me, I will read the book, but the best way for me is to start using it in readings. And yes, I still have to pull on the book. I get intuitive hits, but I still pull on the book, guys. Okay. Because that's the best way for me to learn and get used to the energy of this. Hold on. Hey, Troy. Y'all. Okay. Where did you go? Just give me a minute. Give me a. There it is. Okay, it is in there. I was like, what the fuck? What? So, but is it safe? It's like there's encouragement here to continue to trust spirit in your inner masculine. Okay, for crying out loud. Okay. Wishmaker and Nightshade. All right, guys. Spot is new for me. If you don't like people reading from the book, by all means, you may scroll on. Bam! Here you go. Change, phases, and seasons. This is the card of honoring the change in the seasons each year and celebrating all the abundance of the natural world around us. You're being reminded to spend time in nature with wildlife. It suggests that there is a seasonal change happening in your life right now. Sweet. That might be where the things are burning down around you, or something is like collapsing, right? Something significant is changing or is about to change, and this card is here to let you know that this is a natural progression. Embrace all the changes, enjoy each phase, enjoy the journey you are on, and live each day to the full. So that would make sense. The dancing, despite what's going on around you, like the changes, it's like don't fear the change that's happening. Okay. Don't fear this change. That's all that it is. Okay. Wishmaker. Let's get this. This is a beautiful card. Take a look at that one. That one's really beautiful. Possibilities, fulfillment, and dreams. Have you ever looked up at the night sky, focused on a bright star, and made a wish? Mm-hmm. The Wishmaker card is here to let you know that wishes are powerful and dreaming is good for you. It comes as a reminder to think in terms of possibility rather than limitation. Too often we focus on what you don't want and then wonder why you get more of it. What you think of most is what you attract. So focusing on poverty will only bring more money worries and debt your way. Always think in terms of what could be possible for you. When you begin to think in terms of possibility, you will always come to realize that nothing is impossible, and you will find ways to make it happen. This is playing in the field of possibilities. It is actively creating the world you're new as the old one disappears. Like, don't focus on what negative could happen as a result of the change, because you might manifest that. It might be a self-fulfilling prophecy. And then Nightshade. Nightshade can represent toxic people and situations. When it comes up in a reading, you are wise to be on your guard. Assess all situations and relationships carefully. Be wary of any new people who come into your life. As I'm reading it, it feels like this feels like this is what your fear is. You fear some saboteur. Like, even almost like that's why you're stopping and checking, which is good, because this actually says to be wary, to be cautious, to actually protect yourself. But I when you have these two things coming in, it's almost as if you automatically assume, like they're saying, don't focus on the negative, that there's changes that are happening and you can bring in exceptionally good things as a result of this change, like always focus on the good that the change is going to bring in. Don't assume the negative. And then there's this like hard, like some saboteur is amongst the ranks, and like you can't trust anything or anyone. And in the whole reading started out with saying to trust, being in harmony and embracing spirit, embrace. So it's almost like this is the energy. I feel like I want to move this to the center, because nightshade is your propensity to always believe that there's somebody or something that will pull the rug out from underneath you. And this is them saying to not do that. That what is occurring is change, and change is inevitable. And that's all that this is. And not to always envision the worst of something, because you may stay in that energy. It's like going to rob you of your ability to bring in more. Okay. So why are you bringing this up? Like, there's something that's like, what is this change, and what's the guidance in regards to it? Okay, so they said new era elements. What is this change that's happening? What are they witnessing externally? What is going on that it's literally like you automatically assume, because you're in a vulnerable, like the feminine finally comes out. She finally trusts to just express. You're embracing that aspect of yourself, which is vulnerability and leading with your heart. And it's like always anticipating that somebody is like going to detect that. And like, you know what I mean? Like you're going to miss it. Like you don't have the discernment, and they're going to be able to get to you somehow. And you may have felt that way because you've had repetitive negative events that have occurred. You may have actually encountered a lot of people where it's like, or certain situations, because that's not just people. It's like even toxic situations. You're just like, I don't know, can I trust it? Because I know, you may even know that there's still people near you that would love to see you fail, right? And you're like, I don't want to come out because, like, am I really safe to do this when I know that they're still there? Because it's like you feel like they almost would either I feel like negative energies that are in existence in the etheric, like you're like, they'll try to get me, like, and I don't mean to sound like some kind of what are they called, like what is that fucking term people use, like conspiracy. Like you're not some kind of conspiracy theorist, right? It's not like you're like, oh, there's a deep-seated something out to. I mean, I know it sounds dramatic, but it's like when you've lived it repetitively, and that's the reason your inner feminine has been afraid to want anything, to play in the field of possibilities, to go after anything, because somehow, even if it's not the people that usually do it, something falls through. It's like you're like, something's out to get me. And you're like, you're not so sure that shit's gone. And you're like, something bad's going to happen. It's like she came out, she's trusting, and she's just feeling herself, and she's free again. And then she pauses like, wait a minute, what if this is a trick? You know what I mean? And they're like, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't go there. Don't. That's. Trust yourself. Trust spirit. There's a very swift change. We've got oppression, which is the Ten of Swords, right? This is the sense that, like, hitting rock bottom and there's nowhere to go but up kind of thing. There's a change that's happening in all of your limitations, in all of your things that were imprisoning you. Like whatever was existing external that seemed to always play a factor and tripped you up is no longer going to be there. This is the Eight of Wands, the Ten of Swords, and then we've got the Hierophant. Like what is happening right now, the changes happening is creating the life that reflects you. Creating the life, bringing structure to your existence that reflects all that you've gone through, all of the changes, who you really truly are. I think that you've been in this sense of feeling like you couldn't be authentically yourself. You couldn't be the vulnerable, loving person because the world was this dangerous place. Like that's the overall dramatic feeling of it. But it played out in so many ways in your life, very realistic, tangible ways where it was like you may have felt beat down a little bit as for who you were. And masking was the best option, right? Like staying within those limits, but it felt very restrictive. Like you should never hope for better and never be optimistic because you'll always be let down type of situation. You felt very, very imprisoned. And that's what's changing so quickly. And that's why it's imperative at this time to believe in the possibilities, because it's like, because your reality external to you is changing, you have more influence at this point onto how it changes and the way that you see those changes. Like it's creating something. I'm going to focus on this here. It's creating something external to you. We'll get back to the swiftness of this. Clarify. Okay, we're not going to do a book. They're showing me the Hierophant. How are you? They're showing me where the High Priestess representing all that is unseen, that destined knowing, the intuitive understanding, the written in the books type of energy, right? And then all of that kind of like being hidden, understood but not seen, turning into reality. Gosh, I wish I could grasp the way to help describe this. It's as if you're afraid to catch news that you don't want to hear. Like, you know, change is going on around you and you worry what that will bring you. Because we have the Torment card, which is the Five of Swords. We have the Page of Swords. I heavily feel like this is like receiving information you don't want to hear, like being concerned and worried and conflicted of what this change will mean and what happens to you. Like you're just waiting for someone to tell you something negative. You're waiting for something negative to come through. You're worried that that's how it's going to pan out because you've got a Tower moment. It's not knowing. I feel like it's the, okay, they keep bringing me to the High Priestess, which is the knowing, which is the understanding before the seeing, right? It is those downloads, the premonitions, the visions, the feeling like something is there, but having no evidence of it whatsoever. It's written in the book, like things that are destined or whatever else. And up to this point, it's having not had any type, like a knowing yet it not eventuating yet in your life. And what's coming in quickly is like a restart. So your external, hence the fire that's going on, still reflects the old oppressive energies that were at play, the old limitations and things like that. Despite you feeling differently inside, feeling like it's all safe. Like externally to you, you're like, same shit show, different day, right? Like I'm still seeing, all of the parameters, all of the factors are still present. Hence why you're like, I still see the same people that would do shit to me. Like they're still in my peripheral, right? They still got their eye on me. So why do I feel so safe to do this? Because you go from the 10 of Swords to the Ace of Swords. Complete change, new path, start over, right? And so that's what they're saying is, and the thing about the 10 of Swords is like the worst is over. And so there's a very quick change that's coming in regards to that. But also the Eight of Wands talks about communication coming in very fast. And it's literally like, you're like, oh shit. You fear the worst because you're like, I'm not in the Ace of Swords yet. Okay. I'm still seeing, oh shit. Like you can't imagine. Your internal world says you're good. Externally, when you stop to pause and look, you're like, are we sure this is gonna go okay? Are we sure everything's safe? Are we? And they're like, trust spirit, trust your masculine. Your inner masculine is there to protect you. They have the discernment. Don't worry. And so it's like this knowing that something's approaching and it's coming in fast. Your propensity to fear the worst, because that's usually the history of things. It's just very natural to do that. And so they're like, don't do that. Nightshade, Sabat, Wishmaker, like don't automatically assume the worst, because whatever comes in, this message that changes this from the 10 of Swords to the Ace of Swords is bringing something into your reality, right? Because the Hierophant is those things that are external. Let me explain the Hierophant to you in case you're not quite sure. We always hear like it's institutions, it's this, it's religious, it's tradition. Here's the thing about the reason why you see so many religious figures depicted on a Hierophant is because the Hierophant is like, religion is the attempt to bring structure to our reality, to our external realm, our external world that reflects our true beliefs and truth that we hold within. So it's as within, so without. It's our attempt at creating something external to us that reflects who we truly are, which is really what anybody wants, is for their life to reflect what they believe, what they feel. And that's why. So the Hierophant isn't so much about, it can move, when it's negatively aspected, move into like things that are institutionalized, and hence the institutions and stuff. But when you're talking about something that's being positively aspected, it is creating that which is within. So the trust of a new beginning, the feeling of freedom, the feeling of safety, it's creating that external to you, right? Because the vision was of a feminine just dancing despite shit happening. And then they stop like, oh man, should I be worried? You know what I mean? There's a pause. And so it's like, no, don't be worried. This change is bringing everything that you've dreamed of, Wishmaker, all of the things that you have envisioned when you played in the field of possibility. It's bringing it to reality. So don't fear it. Don't fear it. But it's almost like you can't help but a little bit be like, you're a little conflicted in your mind. Because again, you know what you want. You know what you feel. You know what you know what I mean? But you also, you know what you see. And you know it's always happened. And it's just like, ugh. And so you're a bit concerned. You're concerned with whatever this message is going to be, whatever this news is going to be. And you're like, you know it's going to be a tower moment. And you're like, is this going to be positive or is it going to be negative? Because I've had negative tower moments and those are excruciating. Like, is this like, you know what I mean? And they're saying, Queen of Fire, Queen of Wands, stand in your power. You are attracting what is rightfully yours to you. Stand strong within yourself. Give me just a second. I have allergies on the rise because we are in full-blown allergy season here. Sorry, I usually spray my nose before I get started, but I did not. So, and we're also in tornado season. Yay! And we've had them like back to back. And it hit bad. There were areas it hit very bad. So by all means, we want to put out some good energy for those individuals, healing energy. So, I mean, it got bad. That is so funny. I picked it up. And made the tower. It didn't come out reversed. I don't do reversals, but somehow I managed to put it in reverse. And it's almost as if you're worried and resistant to this inevitable fated change that's written for you. And they're like, don't be. Don't see this as negative. Envision every possible way this could work out for you. What is that? Okay, you wanted to and then you didn't. Ah, shit. Okay. Oh. Okay, I have this, right? But I don't think that it's really hitting on this. And so I'm going to pull more cards on this one. We'll get to this. I'm going to set this right here. Okay? But we're just going to talk about this for a hot minute. It's like something coming in that's so meant for you, so in alignment, so just such a match. You're used to people, situations, and circumstances that always drain you. The funny thing is, you're at a place where your cup is full again. And so that's where you're like, I'm free. And you're just feeling good despite everything else. And you're like, I don't know if I should feel so good. You know something's coming in. You worry. You're like, God, I feel like I should be worried. Like I shouldn't feel so free. I shouldn't feel so good. And there may be external things happening to you, right? In your world where like, it's like losing a job and being like, woohoo, and just feeling good about being able to have 2 months where you don't, like, oh, I'm going to have a severance package, or, oh, I've got unemployment. I can take my time. You feel so good about being free, and you stop and you're like, okay, I know exactly how the economic environment is and the job market. Should I be worried right now? Like, I probably should be worried, right? And they're like, trust that feeling. Trust the feeling. You this is the change. Don't fear the change, right? But you're also like, you can't help but be conflicted. Like, why the fuck do I feel so good when shit's not? I don't see it. And so you can imagine and see so many ways something negative will come in. Like you feel it approaching. You feel like you're just waiting on the bad news. You're just waiting on the bad news. And Spirit's like, it's going to be good. And you're like, I can think of 525,000 ways some shit could go wrong right now. I'm looking external. I can see it. I just know it. And they're like, no, don't do that. Think of the 500,000 ways it could go right. And you might feel like, God, that feels like pie in the sky. But that's the whole point of playing in the field of possibilities, right? Like, go with it. Like, just imagine how fucking good this could be. Like, just like go there, right? Like, believe. And I think it's not even holding on to. It's not like go and play in the field of possibilities, pick one flower and say, this is what's going to happen. We ain't attaching to an outcome. It is like getting more and more excited when you realize just how many ways this can go right, and playing in that energy. It's like let that energy infuse you, right? Surround yourself with that energy. And every time you think of a new way, like, ooh, right? But just being open, like, oh, I'm excited. Like I'm ready to be like, surprised. That's what they want you to do. That's what they want you to do. And they're saying you keep anticipating, like you just like, okay, I can think of the 525,000 ways, right? Like I've got them. I've got my list, bitches. And then it's like all of those. I mean, like every time you thought something good was going to happen, fuck if it didn't turn out to be something that ended up draining your cup. Like there's so many times, like sure there's been good things that have happened, but they were fleeting and it's like, okay. Hear the bird. It's just so much like, yeah. And so you're a little bit with it, okay? And they're like, imagine something coming in where your cup is full and it has more to pour into you. You mean it's not going to drain me? It's going to replenish me? It's going to make my cup runneth over? That's what's coming in. That's what, we got the 2 of Cups. It's not going to drain you. It's not an empty cup. It is in alignment. It is a match. And it comes with reciprocity. You don't have to worry about pouring your cup out and being depleted because it will be replenished by what is coming in. This news is a victory of some sorts. It is the victory after a hard-won battle. Okay? 6 of Wands. It is a battle-worn soldier that comes in on, right? Let's take a look at this one. Okay? Victory. She's won after a marathon. You ever seen somebody cross the finish line of a marathon? Like a full-on ass marathon. Bitch, that shit was hard. Like their legs are about to detach from their body. They look like sometimes like their life is passing before their fucking eyes. Like they're about like on death's bed. But bitch, they crossed the line, didn't they? They sure as hell fucking did. And it's like it makes it that much more sweet. Not giving up, pushing through it, going there and making it. So there's some type of victory that's to be had with this message. And we have it paired with the Knight of Pentacles. You can trust this. You can trust what's on offer, the news that's coming in. It's got a lot to give. Like the Knight of Pentacles, I trust them. That motherfucker, he's got it all. Like that pentacle is legit. He does not come empty-handed. And notice that it's the Pentacles, which is like the Hierophant. It's something tangible in your world. It isn't something intangible that you can't see. It's not the Cups full of emotion and joy. Well, that's beautiful. It's not a Swords where it's like a change in truth, a change in understanding. It's not just knowledge. It is something within your tangible realm. A victory. When this comes in, it's a victory of your tangible world. Okay, well then let's talk about that. Let's talk about this page of, I almost said page of pentacles. Page of swords. Page of swords, eight of wands. Page of swords, eight of wands. We'll start here. I'm going out too, Troy. I'm getting out. Today's the day. Although it's a little bit cooler because we had the tornadoes and the storms and stuff like that come through last night. So it brings, obviously the cooler weather. Tomorrow's going to be even better, but I've got to get out today. So it's like the high is only going to be 50. I'll be bundled up because it don't reach 50 till like 2 or 3 o'clock, right? Tomorrow is a definite. So I might do more hiking tomorrow. It'll get up into the 60s in. It's going to feel real good. So I'm going to do the same. Okay. Whatever's coming in gives you the ability to finally move on. You've been in the space of I've let go of something, but I haven't been able to make any forward movement. So you're kind of like in that liminal space where you're like, you really can't make any moves because any move you make would just attach you to the past. And it's like this movement forward gets you optimistic and feel promising about the future again. You get back, you see joy in everything. Like a lot of what you have been surrounded with and dealing with and engaging in hasn't brought you any joy because it's still firmly attached to the past. This could be, I'm seeing this in a couple of ways. This could be somebody moving out from a town where they've been for so long, where it's like, there's nothing here for me. And like any type of movement or engagement with it, where you're at, only embeds you more and ties you more to what has been, and you've really let it go. You've let everything go. And so the tangible thing that comes into your world, this message, this news, is moving to a new place. It's like I finally get to walk away from something. I believe whatever is burning down around you is the shit that you walked away from. In that vision I had in the beginning where she's dancing and feeling so good, despite things external looking like, I should be concerned. It's like, that's the change. The fire that's happening, that's the fucking change that's occurring. And you're fully anticipating that it's not going to bring something like letting go your detachment from the past or from what has been. That's also why you don't give a shit. That's why you're in energy like, I don't give a shit, because you're not attached to shit anymore. You're not even remotely fucking attached to it. And you're just like, should I be concerned about what's unfolding right now? It's almost as if you're turning to spirit, like, should I be? And the reminder is to trust spirit, embrace spirit, and entrust your inner masculine. You are protected. Okay. Because we have the 6 of Cups and the 8 of Cups. 6 of Cups is like that return to joy. the little pleasures in life. It is no longer being like, this is the optimism, right? This is no longer the Five of Cups energy where all I can see is all the negative. It's like I am ready and open to feeling good again and having the optimistic outlook, and a return to joy is what it is. It's a return to joy. Despite what may have gone on in the past. This is the love of the little things in life. And then the Eight of Cups is walking away from what no longer, like what it's the desire to move on. It is finding something more meaningful. It is moving towards your Nine of Cups, your wish fulfillment. And we're asking, okay, what is this Page of Swords? What's the Eight of Wands? And the Page of Wands comes out. And it literally says news of an exciting new endeavor. It's like a chance to feel creative. It allows you to be authentically you. It's use of your originality, ingenuity. It is like it gives you spark again. But most importantly, news of something new that puts you into the energy of being optimistic again and enjoying life and being able to finally fucking move on from the things that you've already walked away from. And then I'm also getting like, I don't know why. So for somebody, this is relevant. They keep honing in on this one thing, and it says issues regarding children. I feel like there's for somebody, like whatever comes in, this exciting new endeavor, but I said it, and I don't know, I was saying it weird, may help resolve some issues regarding children. They keep bringing me to that because I'm like, oh, is this like somebody's inner child? And well, yes, return to optimism is almost like allowing your inner child to come out again too, right? But this, I do feel like for someone out there, that wouldn't be for a lot of people necessarily, but there's somebody where it's like, maybe the issues regarding children is what has felt limiting and oppressive, and maybe is a part of what you're afraid, like you think there's going to be some bad news that comes in regarding children, and they're like, this is very optimistic, good news. So that's for somebody. Let's find out more about, though. Thank you for letting us move on from this stuck place. We've already detached, and you're already in the good energy, and something is obviously, just stand in your power, something obviously is coming towards you. You have nothing to fear, like nothing to fear. Love without condition. It's like this, there's just unconditional love in this moment. There's harmony that keeps being replayed. I know you see something that seems anti that. You see it in your environment. But you feel the Six of Cups. You feel it already. And you feel like, I'm not nearly as concerned as I feel like I should be. Like, God, why am I not more concerned about this? Because you don't have to be. Tell us more about the page. Okay. Okay.
All right. Page of Wands, Page of Swords, Eight of Wands. But the Page of Wands was the confirmation that is good news. And it's something new, something exciting. So, Six of Pentacles. Literally below this, it says gifts of money, effort, new career opportunities, receiving the resources to balance out debt, receiving the hand up that you need. So this is like, okay. Seven of Swords. This is all about strategy. Okay. It literally says plans that need revision. Seven of Swords, he goes in, is the guy that goes into the army's camp and takes some things. Like he's trying to create a strategy where he's still in the game, right? Six of Swords, I went from like the chaos to the calm. And now the Seven of Swords is like those positive mental habits, right? Because this is the mental realm. This is air. It's like setting yourself up for success to continue or stay in the successful energy that you're in. This is being very strategic. Like, what do I got to do to be able to even the playing field, right? He doesn't take everything from them. He just is trying to even the playing field so that somebody can't take him out of his new good energy, his new position, right? And so like that's strategy. It's all about strategy. And so it's like being open to that. I feel like you have, when you aren't sure how shit's going to turn out, it's natural for your human to go, okay, well, I'm here. I'm going to be like willing to bob and weave as things happen. I'm in the flow, but I also have to be in the moment and in the present. I can't keep waiting for something to happen. So you've been doing some things, right? And it's like when this news comes in, it's like, okay, well, I guess that's new. It's like, yeah. There's a change in your plans with whatever comes in. It just brings in a change of plans. Then we have the King of Wands. Motherfucker been showing up lately. This is the knowing. This is the focus, determination, the follow through, the willpower, the drive. He is just like going after what he fucking wants with gusto, but also with precision, right? He's smart about that shit. He ain't the Knight of Wands, guys. He's not like fly by the night, impulse, whatever. Smart about it. So it's almost like this is a smart move. Whatever's coming in is a smart move. It's the reason why I feel like they're saying you ain't got to worry about issues regarding children, or you don't have to worry about negative, like something negative happening, is because it's almost as if this gives you a strategy out of that, of anything that any negative ramifications that could happen. Like this gives you your easy path forward. Relatively, like when I say easy, don't take that to mean like you ain't got to do shit. That's a lazy path forward. We're saying easy, as in almost like the things that could hurt you, obstruct you, or touch you can't now. It gives you the path forward without the negative ramifications that you fear. And then we have the World, which is a job well done, the path toward enlightenment, joy, contentment. Like the World is exactly the reason why you took the Fool's Journey, right? I just heard this is the sweet spot that opens you up to brand new things, to all kinds of new opportunities. The World represents the field of possibilities you've been playing in. and it becomes manifest in your reality. Okay, so they want you to know that there's some kind of new endeavor, new exciting opportunity. And the news is coming in fast. It does surround the tangible, Six of Earth. So it's like it does have something to do, and we've known that. We've been reading that this entire time. It's like having been ready and prepared internally for so long, and now finally actuates external to you, and it's an opportunity that surrounds. It's like I feel like this is the fuel that helps you do this, right? Like, you know, when you like we see drag racing in cars, and it's like they do the countdown before like the flag goes, and sometimes they rev their engine, they're in place, but they build up that power behind. And so while you've been sitting in this like, okay, I've totally detached, it's like you were revving things up, like the passion is getting greater and more. And so it's like it's a pressure cooker, right? I always tell people, you know, sometimes when we're held in place is to create such pressure underneath something that when we are finally released, we are thrust forward. Does that make sense? Because we have so much determination behind whatever it is that we move forward like chariot energy, right? So something is coming in, and they keep bringing me back to it has everything to do, like it is the fuel to make something happen. So I'm not going to go the realm of a love interest or anything like that, despite the Two of Cups. Two of Cups is more about something coming in that's equally yoked to you, there's reciprocity, and that it's matched to you. You're an energetic match to. It's very tangible. Career, money, home, like things, structures, that kind of stuff. You have to be smart about this, because this change in trajectory, it's just like there's a lot going on. There's more than meets the eye to this situation, right? And so it's all about being very strategic as you do it, staying focused, following through. I don't think that's going to be a problem. And it's like there's going to be a major achievement as a result of this. So anything else about the Page of Wands, Six of Pentacles energy? Yes. Fucking yes. Thank you, Spirit. This is the kind of response I want. Nine of Pentacles, bitches. Nine of Pentacles. Are you shitting me? Nine of Pentacles. Enjoying life's little luxuries. Bitch, I said that. Six of Cups. Spending time alone. Successful employment. The spending time alone, I feel, is like being free from the Ten of Swords. It's that freedom. It's the autonomy to move how you want. Because right now, up to this point, you haven't been able to make a move. You've been attached from everything, but you haven't been able to move. This is your move. Fuck yes. Fuck yes. Okay. So we've got the... If something looks like it's about to blow up in your environment, or has, and you're like, oh shit, that's an indication of its speed. Eight of Wands. It's fast. Eight of Wands. Right? My vision was someone dancing, and like shit was either crumbling or on fire, and she's dancing like then nothing phases her. She's on the world, and then she stops and like, should I be concerned? And they're like, no, that's indicative of the speed at which something's happening. Allow the things that you would normally look at and go, oh shit, something bad's about to happen, to be the indication that the change is already underway and it's happening rapidly. If shit hasn't quite hit the fan yet, just know when it does, you're like, uh-oh, it's going down. And shit hit the fan can just be your interpretation of it, right? Like maybe shit's not hitting the fan. It's the same old, different day. You know what I mean? But you're just like, But it absolutely seems like it is anti your whatever's going on. You're like, there's no way something, again, it could totally fucking go wrong, but it's not. We have the high honor. So high honor is all about like a recognition, being elevated in status. It could be a promotion. It could be a job offer. It could just be getting an award, being recognized. And it's like recognition for something that you've done, because we've got the community card. We got the community card, which can be your environment, right? Which could be, but it's also about like resources, help, the things that surround you, that are there for you, to support you. So like it's a very supportive, beneficial type of energy. It's also reminds me of the Six of Pentacles, which is all about in like traditional Rider-Waite, you have like that hand up, right? And it's like some type of recognition for work that you've done, because we got the toil and labor, like doing things that rarely get rewarded or recognized or seen, but doing it anyways. For what you've done up to this point, it's like this comes in because of past efforts, I want to say. Because of what you've been through. Oddly, the two cards that came out together, and I feel like there's a whole story here. I don't know what this is. We have the mature man and the mature woman. I can't help but think of like parental figures in this, but it's also giving match energy, much like the Two of Cups. But this gives me like people in a state of existence that have been able to witness something, right? Because there's this accolade or this elevation that's occurring, and then this happens afterwards, as if they have seen what you've done. And this may be the things that you have done for others. You may have been the support. You may have been the aid, the help, the benefit to others, right? Like when you were in the energy of needing it yourself, you gave. And I don't know if this is who you gave to, or if this is who has witnessed it, but I feel like somehow something's been witnessed. Okay. This, for whoever this is for, would be parental figures, because we've got the child card now. Maybe somebody has seen you thrive and shine through struggle, not losing your light. Maybe you've gone above and beyond and done things for your family. And somebody's like, I see what you've done. Let me take a look at this. Unexpected income. It's because it's like your position or what you've done in the past is what brings in this unexpected something. The role you have played previously is being recognized. Who you are, what you've done, the role that you've played. And somebody wants to come in and support you for that. And it very well may be because of who you are in a particular family. If you've taken care of parents, if you've been the glue. Let's say these are grandparents and they know that you have struggled and they've watched you struggle and you've never asked for help. It could be all kinds of things, but it's like recognizing it and wanting to elevate you. And so something comes in unexpected. I want more about this whole familial situation. And we will pull again to see in what other scenarios this may be. But this is like, I don't know why they're showing me these two people being in a position where they were not the target of something, or they were not the one that, like, they were always in an elevated state, and they could see this. They were like in a position where they could witness everything. Who is the mature woman? Okay. You were there for somebody, whoever this is for, and I will pull more. Okay, I'm going to show you all what it is. I will pull more. But it's like you were there for someone in their darkest. We have the coffin and we have despair. Because I'm clarifying the mature man, mature woman, and the child. I don't know if you helped your grandparents, if you helped your parents during a hard time, if you this is giving off like either someone helping you out because of how much you've done and they're tired of seeing you struggle, and so they're doing something to help you out right now. Or you may have helped somebody out in their death process in their later years, and so this could be indicative of like unexpected money would be like the inheritance, like not knowing that somebody has said, you know what, you helped me, now it's my turn to help you. Because I feel like whatever you did took a lot out of you. We got toil and labor. It wasn't easy giving of yourself. You made it. They talked about whatever comes in replenishes your cup now that you're like it. Like you fear something coming in that's going to deplete your cup. And they're like, no, that you've already done. You had to give when your cup already wasn't full. And whatever situation you gave to and that you were a support to only depleted your cup. And maybe for others, the situation is this was witnessed by others, and they are like, you know what? You don't have to be in that energy anymore. Maybe it's not. Maybe you helped a family member. Maybe you helped someone at some point, and maybe it's not the actual people that you helped that are able to do this. Maybe it's somebody that watched from afar. Maybe it's somebody that was in a position where they could witness this. And they've seen you and how you've, like, you know what I mean? They watched as you, they want to end the despair in your life. So for somebody, the message that's coming in, the Page of Swords, and they did say gifts of money over here. It literally says that. Or a job or whatever. It's like they have seen you give and be a support, and it's like they know it's your turn. That's like the balancing of the scales. And whatever they're able to give to you, whatever is on offer to you, allows you to finally create the Hierophant. Create the life external to you that you have always, that reflects you and your goodness. It allows you to finally move forward from all the things that you detached from. For others, they're bringing me back to the whole like issues regarding children. There's somebody here where that's the issue. And they're saying like your worry and despair over that situation of children is done and over with. I feel like the mature woman, the mature man could be the parental figures to the child that there's been concerns of. And it's like whatever comes in and is going to help you during this tough time to the point where you don't have to. Like, let's say this is a single parent and they've been struggling because they're a single parent, and like all of their worries are around their child and like being able to take care of their kids and wanting to make sure that they're doing well and that they don't do without, and they just want to do something. Like they want to take care of their fucking kids. They don't want to have to worry about, can I buy them a new pair of shoes? Can I go get them the snacks that they want? Am I going to have gas to take them to school? They don't want to do that. They just want their kids to have a fucking childhood. And it's like the burden that you've had, the support that you need to take care of these kids, the resources that are going to fuel your forward propulsion. Because we talked about that. We talked about the Six of Pentacles being that which allows you to do that. And you're like the King of Wands. Like, I'm fucking moving forward. I'm going to make this shit happen. It is like whatever you need to take care of those kids is coming in. You finally are not dependent as a single parent to whether or not the other parent shows up, to whether or not they pay child support, to whether or not any of that. You can do this on your motherfucking own now. You can provide for them now on your own. And that may be why you were so worried. The things externally look like they're blowing up and you're like, oh my God, this is going to impact my kids. This is going to impact my kids. And so you're tormented. The Five of Swords that we had, like tormented over what news you may get. And they're like, something very unexpected is going to happen. Something very good is coming in. Okay, let's pull some more cards and see how this is going to pan out for others. We want to know. For the parent, for the person that's been struggling and still giving to other people while they struggle, this puts you in a completely different energy than you've ever been before. You're no longer beholden to external factors. This oppression no longer exists. You are the badass bitch on your own, and you now have the freedom of movement with whatever comes in. How's this going to pan out for other people? Again, I keep wanting to ask, what is the Eight of Wands? And they're like, if you've already started to see shit external to you that makes you go, oh shit, something bad's about to happen. And I feel like this isn't on a larger scale, because we can already say society's a shit show right now. I'm talking about in your very personal life. If you see things, you're like, I probably should be worried about this. But you've got the fucking attitude, you're like, that's probably an indication of just how close it is. Well, that shit wants to come out again. Community card, the support, the help, the loving, nurturing individuals that are around you, your neighborhood, where you live. Yeah. Okay. Whatever this thing on offer is, the Page of Wands, the exciting new endeavor, this new potential career opportunity, this news that is coming in for somebody is all about moving. Because I was like, that's moving. Like this is all about your neighborhood. Somebody is being offered the opportunity at a distance. Somebody is going to get out of where they live, the neighborhood, the community that you live. And I want to say, I think this is honing in on a masculine energy who feels like distraught right now, feels ostracized or left out where they're at, like not like they can't make something happen. You're going to move. And for other people, unfortunately, this new neighborhood, this new community at a distance, this move may make a masculine very sad. You may be leaving a masculine behind because this is happening. This journey's happening. There's a move. So this news, this opportunity is a move. I'm not doing personal reads, guys. I think we all can tell this is I don't know if they're still here or not, but like, it's funny. If somebody is in the midst of, there may be like a court issue happening surrounding this, or like needing to address something. We've got the courthouse, which can be all about mediation, negotiation. So there's a lot of times in divorces where marriage has ended, like there's legal agreements that happen as a result of that. And especially if there's issues surrounding children, okay? Because they've highlighted issues surrounding children. There may be an individual you feel like you can't trust in regards to that. We've got false person and thief. Like somebody would try to create some kind of an issue. And I'm like, I'm making sure. Like if there's a legal agreement from like some kind of like court order, a mediated court order or something to that effect, where like somebody has to do something, like somebody may be concerned, right? So like somebody's going to try to do some shit. Okay. And I was like, let me explain the courthouse to me. Like, what is that? And of course, the female with the marriage card. So that's why I'm saying that has come out. Somebody may have concerns about that. No, There's no personal readings, guys. If you want a personal reading, you can purchase it on my website. I think I have stopped doing the personal readings because people take advantage of that. And it's like if you trust my wisdom enough, you'll go purchase one because it's worth the time. There's already free content in the collective reads, guys. So that's just where I'm at with that. And if my services are worth paying for, I don't even know why you're on the collective read, because why are you trusting me? And on that note, if all you want is free stuff, then I don't trust your energy, because frankly, that's vampiric. It's like very entitled. So it's like you just want free stuff and I should be at your, no. And that's not necessarily towards you, Joe, but I've had a lot of people that will, it's like there is a way to get personal readings from me. Explain this. I feel like maybe there's something like legalities that need to be addressed, because I'm still over here trying to clarify this with the courthouse card. And again, of course, like there may be a time, like you may need to renegotiate some things in regards to a house, so that you can move, or because of a move, you may have to negotiate some things, like remediate something. And that's where you're like, oh, this is going to be a shit show. And it's like, I think it's going to pan out way better, because we've got the House, Lovers, and Change coming in after we're talking about legal documents and marriage and things like that. So how's that going to end up? How's this? Yeah. For somebody to move, there's going to have to be some renegotiating and remediating of issues with possibly an ex in regards to a child. Is this going to pan out? How is this going to end up? There's concerns about being able to do this. Spirit, how is that going to work out, though? Because obviously we know that the fear itself is of concern. Like the fear is going to be surrounding the person you can't trust. Again, at the bottom we have the Journey card. So this renegotiation process, how's that going to end up? How's that going to happen? The legal documents, the court process. It wanted to come out, but it didn't, guys. But it's going to be, how's that going to work out? Exactly how you fucking want it. Exactly as you envisioned it. We still have major winds left over from the tornadoes and the storms last night. Like literally, I see trees trying to kiss the ground. Okay. Like I think that whatever's on offer, whatever's coming in gives you an opportunity, and you're concerned with how that's going to impact the kids. All right. And we've addressed that. Somebody's moving. Okay. This is like there's going to be a resolution, this is like when there's an issue or a problem and there's going to be a resolution to it, like something is resolved. somebody is getting away from a motherfucker. Can I just say that? Holy shit. So for somebody, you know, those people where you're like, I still see the people that create shit in my life and that will try to poo-poo on my stuff. They're still there. So why should I be so happy and everything else like that? And we've got the false person, the death card, which means I'm not saying they're going to die. They could. I don't fucking know. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like to predict that shit, so I would never go there. But it is almost like they are stopped. And like we have the coffin card between these two. And it's like this false person, this bullshit person is stopped. And this bad health, like the stress and concern you have over this, all of that's going to end. Your fear and concern over this is going to end, and you're going to be able to move away from that. So there may be some kind of resolution, whatever this new career or this exciting new endeavor or this news is, gets you away from, is like the solution to getting you away from and stopping this person from pulling bullshit. And you can finally move forward. And it's like, they keep bringing me back to the 9 of Earth. You become independent from this energy, from this person. Anything else? One more time, Spirit, and then we're going to wrap this shit up. You're no longer going to be imprisoned. Imprisonment is ending. Like, the limitations are lifted. Like, being stuck because of a person, place, thing, situation, whatever, is being changed. You are no longer under whatever that oppressive energy was. Whatever was causing oppression in your life. Nope. It's gone. Damn. Okay. Oof. I don't know if I'm supposed to take these or not. Yeah. Maybe there's somebody, maybe there's somebody that's like, I don't know, is there an oppressive energy around your home environment? Or like a shitty ass landlord that you're going to be able to get away from? Like, whoever you think can create havoc around your home environment, that's changing. And again, they keep bringing up somebody's moving. And then, funny enough, they're like, it's like an unexpected encounter, an unexpected connection being made. Okay. I'm going to ask more about that real quick, because this could be a courtship's like an interview, a meeting, a coming together, even a date. It's like unexpected meeting, unexpected connection when we've got a person in the middle of it. We've got oh, there's an unexpected meeting. Huh. Unexpected meeting. Okay. Well, where the fuck this come from? Like, what's this? Oh, Lord have mercy. Hold on, it's my child. Hello? Yeah? Yes? Yes. Actually, it was somebody else. Steven had talked about it. He basically took it to a like he scrap metal. He got money for scrap metal. So if there's somebody that collects scrap metal, they'll get it. Uh-huh. Probably not, only because that's all the way in Indiana. He usually just sticks around Hardin County. I don't know. I haven't talked to him in a while. It probably would just be better to find somebody locally that would huh? No, I cannot drive that over to somebody. No, that's too much. I would say no. I'd say that's going to be too much of a hassle. Okay. Are you good though? Did you like get a broken arm from it? Okay, gotcha. Okay, all right. Well, I'm glad everybody's safe. All right, love you. Bye. So tornadoes hit where my son was last night. Hence why when he started ringing me, I'm like, what the, like what? So I had to check it, and just just because I'm like, make sure you. So there was damage, and now he's asking me about somebody that can help with picking up some of the stuff because he knows his dad like lives like an hour away. And I'm like, no, the person's not gonna help. Like I thought my son just doesn't call me, right? So like worst case scenario ran through my head really quick. I had to check, sorry, apologize. But mama first and foremost, just period point blank. All right. So I will make sure everything. And so apparently they had damage, like trampoline went flying, other stuff is damaged, and they're trying to clean up the junk and trying to see if anybody wants the junk, And so I'm like, no, okay. I mean, yes, I'm sure there is, but that's a bit much, like all that traveling to this. Anywho's, I just want to know about this. Why all of a sudden are we talking about? Because at no point in any of this, and maybe this is business, but when I see they specifically point out a masculine and a feminine and courtship is kind of between the two, I'm going, and like there's some type of unexpected encounter. Like what? Like, okay, let's see here. What is, explain yourself, spirit. Why is this suddenly coming up out of nowhere? What is this? I think this unexpected encounter is the solution. They're like, this unexpected encounter is the solution. Because remember, fuck me, I swear to God. The jurisdiction card is all about resolving. It's like a resolution to conflict. It is a creative solution, that type of thing. And so it's like they are the, you can expect, like here's despair. So it's like your worst fear. And then, but you can expect a solution. And I think the solution is this encounter with this person. Okay. So maybe it's not love. Maybe it's just like, it is business. Oh my God. Yeah. So we have house and change. I swear to God. I keep trying to, I'm like, is this stability? Because it would make sense. We got gifts of money. I'm like, okay, like there's some kind of like, but that would mean a change in stability or like stability. There's like, I would think it would the way that it's coming out, it's like, and the change card, even in the Kipper book, talks about moving because that little buggy has suitcases and everything else like that. And it's like, this is the change you needed. Damn it, I want some information on this house card. That motherfucker be coming out a lot. Like, what in the fuck is you? Why? Like, what is so special about this? Like, what is about the change of environment? Okay, because like, the house is like the structure, the home, like the. Here is two. It's like, what is this? What is up with the house card? Why does it like? change is allows for an unexpected encounter. I think that's what it is. I think the unexpected encounter comes from this change, this freedom that's created from this change. Like it puts you in, it's like, because you finally get to move forward, you're going to meet somebody. Because I'm like, what is this home? Maybe you find home. I mean, we've got the Lovers, unexpected income, which can just be anything unexpected. And then courtship. Like, whatever it is that comes in, other beautiful, unexpected things happen as a result. And you over here expecting despair. You over here like, oh, worst case scenario. And they're like, are you kidding me? Huh. I'm worried about the change. And they're like, oh my God, if you only knew the good shit that's coming as a result. All the good things that are coming as a result. Somebody, full circle, is getting work. There's a contract and there's work. You're getting fucking work. You're getting a new job. Getting a new career. Alrighty then. That's a lot of good information, good shit come through. Yay, yay. And again, the measure for the timing on this is if you're already seeing something that you're like, oh, this could blow up. Oh, I probably should be worried right now. Oh, like that's like why am I so happy when that's happening? That's probably an indication. It's like, I want to say it's like almost right there. All right. Hope that helped. I hope everybody enjoyed that and they got what they needed from that. I hope everybody has stayed safe where they're at if you were in the path of the storms. Much love to all you all. You have a fantastic day, okay?